sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the Washington sideline is head coach Dan Quinn. His guys already finding themselves in a pretty massive hole, 0-3 to start the new year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Three 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdowns.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 13 carries, 53 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Let's go now.
A play fake. Now Penix steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Robinson up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation.
Third down and 9.
Operating from the gun, Penix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Now, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Daniels looking to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very strong last week in a win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in.
Oh, the Falcons fly in and they block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Kuhn able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Daniels. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to it quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
To his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Falcons at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
That's a gain of 5.
Here's Penix. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll wind up this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the Commanders' 18-yard line.
Looking to throw, Penix. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To the air, Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Falcons, first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Penix, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing now is Daniels. Hurts over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked them up.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Washington.
Here's Daniels. This will be caught once again by Brown. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 44-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice consistent gain.
short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
They'll throw with Penix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to have him here at their own 15.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To throw is Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Commanders 1st down.
Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Another completion here to Hunt. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Piniero's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piniero to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
The career's more at stake when you win your prom. That paper, baby, my face on the battle.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Penix. That's complete to Mooney. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
At the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
On the scramble. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
The final shot before break. Daniels busting through contact Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. So halftime.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. This the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our look at the NFL starts now. It begins in the Mile High.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Daniels looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
That's out wide here for Robinson. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This is caught. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Algier will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Off the play fake, Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier.
4th down.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Robinson on a give right side. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Short throw, caught by Pitts. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. action here with Penix. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. There'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A play fake. Now Penix. Touchdown, Falcons! Jarnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Ooh, the juke. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. Swings this out for Hunt. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Gets past one man. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And McLaurin, the motion man right. And they go play action. Daniels trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To the air, Penix. This to Pitts, and he's got it. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not much happening on the returns. He'll get this to about the 23. And the Washington offense going back to work. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
That's caught by center. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Daniels. And he'll go down at the 28. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
To the air goes Daniels. Completing along the sideline, McLaurin with it. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders get a bit closer.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Daniel's going to try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
22.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
Commanders 22. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense back out there. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.